Hello there, Eddie Mercado here with BloodyElbow.com, and today I will be speaking with Kyra Batara, who is set to face Lisbeth Lopez Silva at Combate USA versus Mexico on May 11th. So let's give Kyra a call and find out what she's been up to since her last fight, find out about her jiu-jitsu event in which she scored another armbar victory, and maybe her plans for Lisbeth Lopez. Mrs. Kyra Batara, how are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with me. You are currently undefeated 5-0 under the Combate Americas banner, and you are representing Team USA in Combate USA versus Mexico, taking on Lisbeth Lopez Silva on May 11th. How are things?
Things are going great. I'm really excited about this fight. It's going to be in Sacramento. That's where my grandparents live. My grandpa hasn't seen me fight live since I was an amateur, so I'm super stoked to have them in the crowd. I already got them VIP tickets, so it's going to be a really good night for me.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. Now, I follow you on social media, and I can't help but notice that you have the most awesome socks of anyone I've seen. And they have, like, the best foods on them, like pizza socks and nacho socks. And what's your secret? Where are you getting these from?
I get them all over. I actually been collecting socks since back in high school wrestling days. It was always the wrestler thing to tuck your sweats into your socks so that your sweat wouldn't go all over the place. And I've just been keeping the tradition alive, been keeping up with my sock game. Me and my brother are super competitive when it comes to socks, and luckily with my platform, I'm getting a lot of my fans sending me socks lately. I've had 3 packages just this fight camp with people sending me socks, so I really appreciate it. I love Team Mogwai fans supporting my sock game, helping me look good, and I always say look good, feel good, and that's what I love. I love food socks, so that's what makes me feel good and give me that extra motivation in training.
And you have so many. It makes me wonder if you're sponsored by like any particular brand.
Yeah, I need some sponsors. Sock sponsors, hit me up. Or on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, so you're coming off a pretty dominant win in your last bout. You took on Paulina Granados, picked up a unanimous decision. You were able to get her down to the mat each round. Even had a near armbar there at the end of the third, but time ran out on you. Did anything about Paulina surprise you when you were out there?
Actually did. I thought it was going to be a tougher fight for me. I was like, she didn't really throw anything at me from the feet. I think I got hit once from the feet, and I was feeling really bad in that fight. Like, I had a lot of injuries going into that fight. I had a really hard weight cut. I had a lot of pressure on me. Leading into the fight, just walking into the cage, I had 3 people tell me, you better perform or you're about to get cut. So, I mean, it was a lot riding on me, and I feel like I played it safe a lot. I didn't really do anything too crazy in that fight, which I look back on now, and there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas in that fight. But, I pulled the win. I played it safe. I still got that 30-27 decision. I really wanted to finish, but these things happen, and I'm glad that I went the distance. After 3 rounds, I felt great. I could have gone 2 more, knowing that I can go championship rounds. Makes me feel pretty confident.
And you didn't get cut, so that's also pretty cool. Which I don't know why they would cut you anyways. You haven't lost for the promotion since you linked up with them.
Right.
Well, so I noticed you did a grappling event recently, and you took home another arm to add to the mantle, so to speak. What was it like competing in a non-MMA format?
Oh, it was so much fun. I actually fought for Fusion Fight League back early in my career before I was with Combate, and Combate wanted me to stay active before this fight, being that it's been a few months since my last fight. And so I was looking at some EDI rules, tournaments, like Naga. There was one in Arizona that did EDI rules. And then my friend Celine Haga, who I actually fought for Fusion Fight League, was on that card again. And so I called up Fusion Fight League, asking them if they were willing to give me a grappling match. And they love me. They think I'm really entertaining. So immediately they called their hometown girl, and they're like, hey, you want a combat jiu-jitsu super fight? And I was like, hell yeah, like, I'm down for it. It's for a belt, like, hometown girl. I'm really good friends with her. Like, yeah, that'll be so much fun. So purple belt versus purple belt. I really want to get my brown. I want to prove to Eddie that I deserve my brown belt. So taking these jiu-jitsu super fights between MMA fights is definitely something I want to keep doing.
And this is combat jiu-jitsu, right? So open palm strikes are allowed?
Yeah, it was so different. It was strange to me because I'm so used to like throwing elbows, and I'm really known for my scrappling. And so I felt like this was definitely my world, but it was weird with the open palm strikes. It was a lot louder. I felt like her face was stinging with how many times I like slapped her. But I think I'm gonna do it in my next fight. I mean, it sucks. I think getting slapped sucks more than getting hit on the ground. So you'll see some slaps in my next fight for sure.
Okay, will we see you in perhaps other jiu-jitsu tournaments or grappling events coming up soon?
Yeah, I'm always down for grappling tournaments. That's my base is the ground game, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, grappling. So anybody that wants to hit me up for any super fights, I'm always down for it. I'm always up for a challenge. I went against Rita Gribben at SUG last year, and she's now a black belt. So I'm always up for any challenge.
Okay, well, next up for you, you are competing in Sacramento, California. As you said, your grandparents live there, so somewhat of a home field advantage, representing the U.S. of A., taking on Lisbeth Lopez Silva, who representing Team Mexico. And you were cage side for her last bout in Cancun, Mexico for Copa Combate. She took on Sheila Padilla, and pretty exciting bout. She ultimately got the nod. What did you think of her performance out there, sitting so close?
I honestly thought Sheila was going to pull the win when I saw the matchup originally. So going into Cancun, she was my pick. I thought Sheila was going to win the fight. And surprisingly, Lisbeth took home the win. I think that Sheila was winning the first round, and then she got caught. Lisbeth is very aggressive. I don't think she's as technical as I am. She definitely doesn't have as much experience. She doesn't have a strong ground game, but she's that typical fighter from Mexico, just like wants to go out and knock your head off, and she's throwing with bad intentions, and I'm ready for it.
And she was very aggressive in that fight. She mixed it up. She did her thing on the feet as well as on the ground. Did you see any holes that you think you might want to exploit?
Yeah, I think she's actually a lot taller than me. I'm little. I'm 4'11", so I think she has about 5 inches on me too. And I think she's pretty sloppy with her strikes. She throws pretty wild, and like I said, she throws everything behind her punches, bad intentions. And so I think that I can definitely capitalize on that using my wrestling, using my height to my advantage, just sneaking under her punches and getting my takedown right away.
Now, I know she weighed in at 109 for that fight with Sheila. If she comes in somewhat that heavy for this fight, would you still be open to taking the match, or are you...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be like some of my past opponent where I was 5 ounces over and she was refusing to take a fight. I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm ready to fight. I went through the fight camp. I'm always ready.
Okay, and so she didn't make weight for her last fight. You had weight issues in your last fight, so I suppose that's why the title will not be on the line.
That's correct.
Okay. Do you think perhaps the next bout will be for the atomweight title, the vacant atomweight title?
You know, I've been promised the title shot for 2 years now, so I don't know. I don't want to say that I deserve it coming up. I mean, this will be my 6th win with Combate. I've been ranked in the top 10 at 105 for the past 2 years, so whatever they want to do with me, you know, I don't care. I don't even care about the belt anymore. Like, just keep giving me fights. You know who I want? I want Amanda Serrano. So give me that matchup. She has a belt at 118. I'm totally down to meet her at 118 and get that fight.
Okay. Now, who are you training with for this camp? Anyone in particular that's helping you get ready?
I definitely try to just keep everything the same. I have a few training partners that I love and trust. I don't like going to a lot of bigger gyms and doing their classes because that's when injuries happen. I have 2 jobs right now too, so I've been trying to work and trying to find time with my schedule. I do a lot of my training over at Title Boxing. I bring a few guys in there. And then, of course, my dad and my mom are going to be both in my corner for this fight. And then always my brother is my number 1 training partner. But I have a few good training partners, and you'll see all our little training videos and dance videos on my Instagram. But I appreciate them because there's only 3, 4, maybe 5 guys total that I work with for all my camps.
Okay. Now, like you said, you feel like she's definitely aggressive and is about that life, and you have this technical kind of background. So how do you actually see this fight playing out?
I think I'm not super aggressive on the feet, but I will smother the pocket. I'm not so much going for throwing punches on my feet, but I am aggressive. I will take center cage. I will throw you against the cage. I will fight for my takedown within 10, 20 seconds of the fight. So I still have that aggression level in my game. And once I get on top, that's my world. She's done as soon as it gets to the ground.
Does that mean you're predicting a finish here?
Oh, yes. It will be a finish.
Awesome. Now, so you have no clue what you would want next. It's whoever they present you with, whether it's a title, whether it's not. Is it going to be? Are you still under contract with Combate after this one?
Yeah, I'm still under contract with them. As far as like coming up, I'm going to defend my belt for combat jiu-jitsu. I know that they don't want me to fight until October because we're going dark for the summer. So there won't be any Combate America cards all summer. And so with that time, I'm going to just really focus on my jiu-jitsu, fix any holes I have from my other fights. And I want Amanda. I want Amanda Serrano.
Okay, fair enough. Now, who are some of your sponsors or people that are helping you out? Anyone you want to give a special thank you or shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank Holy Sheets, and then Rev Gear, Sweet Sweat, Pure Nutrition, Title Boxing, Palmer Electric. Palmer Electric's my #1 sponsor, and then True Fusion 24-Hour Fitness.
Awesome. And for the 1 or 2 people that are not already following you on social media, how can they get at you with your Twitter handles, your Instagram, the whole shebang?
Yeah, everything's the same. Just Kyra Batara on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me on there. All my training videos. If you guys are in Las Vegas, I'm going to have a viewing party. May 11th, I will be main event in Sacramento. So everyone's meeting at the Parkway Tavern on Mark Street. So if you're in Vegas, I'm going to have all my friends there, all my coworkers there, some of my teammates. So make sure you guys go check that out. It'll be on Univision.
Awesome. Well, Kyra Batara, thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with me. Lisbeth Lopez Silva is on your dinner plate. Combate USA versus Mexico, May 11th. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Atom weight Kyra Batara set to take on Lisbeth Lopez Silva at Combate USA versus Mexico on May 11th. Go check that out. In the meantime, you can read me over at bloodyelbow.com. You can follow me on Twitter at @Mercado. If you like this interview, subscribe to my channel right there. Subscribe to Bloody Elbow's YouTube channel right there. Check out those interviews right there. Now go be a good person.